So this is probably going to be one of those videos that get me into trouble, and I can already see the comments section where some people will be writing that no, you're wrong and you're a conspiracy theorist and so on. But I'm going to talk about this anyway. I think that in the near future you will be expected to work for the state for free. A few weeks ago I did a video on that actually, and just days after that video I was sadly proven right, at least when it comes to the UK. Their elected Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said that if the Tories win the election, they will implement national service for, I believe, 18-year-olds, which means that every 18-year-old will have to work practically for free. I think it was 1 year. That could be military service, or I don't know, working in the healthcare or something completely different. And we are now seeing this being suggested in many countries, and I have a list here, I have some notes. And by the way, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. It will help the channel tremendously. I think this is another part of the neo-feudalism, or feudalism 2.0 as I have called it, that we will probably see, sadly, in the future, in the near future, where you will own nothing and you will be happy or else. I already mentioned the Tories in the UK. I really hope that they won't win because of that reason. Here in Norway, the Labour Party is discussing 1-year national service. In the USA, they are also discussing bringing back the draft, and it's gaining support in the Congress, apparently. In Germany, more and more politicians are saying that they want to bring back the draft. Now, one word about the draft or military conscription. It really is working for the state. That's what you're doing. And I believe it's going to be very easy for these governments to expand it. So not only will people be expected to be in the military, but they will also be expected to do other things to keep the wheels of society turning, so to speak. Now you'll have to excuse my crooked neck. I have a, what do you call it, a crick in the neck. And I woke up with that 3 days ago, and yesterday I did a local bench press competition, so yeah, that was very smart. So that's why it's like this. But let's get back to the topic. The list of countries either expanding the expectations, so to speak, to get people to, well, I call it work for the state or work for the government, is getting longer. And they are talking about the military draft, of course. They're pointing to the East and, you know, the big bad Putin over there. And all that, and it seems like our governments are using that as an excuse to expand the military draft to be some kind of duty that you will have to work for the state for, I don't know, a year. Maybe it will be expanded to 2 years or whenever it is needed. And it's probably, I believe, going to be expanded also in concerning age groups. Already they have included women, or girls I should say, because we are talking about 18-19-year-olds. But I think that they're going to look at the whole entire population as people they can just put into positions in society and have them work. And I'm tempted to say at gunpoint. It will be forced labor. That's what we're talking about. You will not have a choice. Of course, this is going to be framed as a great opportunity for young people. Now they will get work experience and they will become part of society and so on and so on. And you know, well, that might be true for some people, but this is not the way to do it, and that's not why they are doing it, of course. They just want free labor. I think working for the state for free as a duty will be normalized. It will be expected. And we can add to this the universal basic income system, where everyone will just be given some money. And there are people out there who still believe that, well, that's nice. I want money. Yeah, give me some money. But it's not going to be without attachments, so to speak. There is no such thing as a free lunch. And I believe that working for free for the state will be one of the things required to receive the UBI, or Universal Basic Income. We can also add to this the implementation of CBDC, or Central Bank Digital Currency. I know many people think it's very boring to talk about that, but basically it's money, or digital money, that can be programmed to be used before a certain date, or not to be used at all, or not to be used on, let's say, meat or petrol or whatever. It is a tool that will be used to control people. And when our governments and the people they are connected to, like these globalist organizations, globalist companies, when these work together and they have these tools of control, and they can basically also in the future, near future, just use people as slaves, basically. We're looking at a system that is feudalism. It will be feudalism, or some people will probably call it slavery. And we need to speak up, and we need to call this for what it is. And to those people who are just saying or writing in the comments that I'm fear-mongering and so on, you know, you did the same when I talked about and criticized what was done during the Big C with an Ovid behind it. And we still can't talk about it here, you know. But I tried. I did my best, and it almost cost me my entire channel. But if you read the mainstream news now, I was right. Those of us who said what I said, we were right. So maybe we're right now as well, you know, could be. I mean, to me, this is something that is very obvious, you know. It's very easy to see this. But I think most people, they just want to be comfortable. They want to watch their TV show and sit on their sofa and eat crap, you know. And that's why these people can get, that's how they get away with this. And you know what, I really, really want to be wrong. I really want to be wrong about this, because, you know, I mean, there's a reason why I believe that military conscription is a crime. You know, there's a reason for that. I'm seeing what it's going to be used for. And another thing is that these forever wars that just keep going, you know, they would not be possible without mandatory military conscription. And maybe that's why we have that in so many countries. Not in the USA yet. But I would keep a close eye, if I was in the USA, I would keep a close eye on which politicians are rooting for bringing back the draft. And I would try to get those out of any position of power. I will encourage everyone to stay informed, to stay awake, and to share information about what's going on now. It is important that we speak up about this. It's important that we are not afraid, that we stay courageous, because we will be called names. But I mean, so what? Nobody was ever hurt by some nasty internet comment, you know. Doesn't matter. So use your voice, and please also share your opinion in the comment section here, and consider subscribing. This is a great community, so and you are welcome. Okay, thanks for watching, and as always, stay strong.